Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What if our organizations could be 21% more profitable without making any major technology investments at all? Would we want to know why or how? What if our people could be 17% higher performing? What if we could reduce attrition by 41%, turnover by 59%, and what if our people would be happy to work an extra hour every week and take 2 less leave days every year? That would be a miracle, right? But it's not a miracle. Actually, we're measuring that. That's actually happening. So the studies by BetterUp and Gallup are showing us not only is this possible, but it is actually happening in our organizations. And we know why. It's published in Harvard Business Review that meaning at work is the new money. And that's what I want to tell you about. Meaning is the new money. The BetterUp study showed us that our employees are willing to work for 23% less if they're working in a job they find meaningful. And I don't mean that you should pay your people less. That's not cool, okay? But the irony is that same study showed that even though they're willing to work for less, they actually get paid more. They're higher performing, they're more productive, they're more engaged in their work, and so they get more opportunities for advancement, for promotions, for raises. And also the studies are showing us that people who find meaning at work live healthier, happier, longer lives. Yes, we can actually lengthen the lives of our employees by helping them to connect deeply, meaningfully with their work. So I've been working with guys like Mark, who's a VP, one of my executive coaching clients. We sat down, we put together his vision, mission, values, and goals for his personal life. And within 6 months, he received a promotion, he received a raise, he finished his PMP certification, and he started his MBA, and he's spending more quality time at home with his wife and kids, which I think is a minor miracle in today's busy society. Or like the Al Masood Group in Abu Dhabi, many of you know them. I've been doing their leadership training there for 4 years. I've taken 200 of their top management and executives through the Business is Personal program. And during the COVID pandemic, when many of their competitors were receding, they were advancing, grabbing market share, winning global awards in their industries, and the ROI over 10 business units of that program clocked in at 814% during those years. That's what we can do when we pay attention to meaning at work. And the meaning isn't in the job activities that people do for work, but it's in the relationships, the connections that they make with the people around them, and understanding clearly their purpose, their why, their reason for being there, which most of the time has very little to do with the actual activities, products, or services that your companies represent. That's the reality. We're all there for reasons that have nothing to do with the companies that we're there for. So I want to give you an example of how this works, and I want to create a little bit of meaning for you. I'm going to do this over 2 minutes, okay? And I want to create a little bit of meaning for your life. So I want you to forget for a moment that you're an HR professional in an HR conference, and I want you to just think about yourself. Think about your goals for your personal life. What is it that you want to achieve? You want a good education for your kids? Great. You want a good car, a nice house? Fine. You want vacations every year? You want to retire at a reasonable age? You want to take care of your parents? Think about those goals for a second, okay? Keep those in mind. Because it's not just a job. It's half of your life. And anything you do with half of your life every day should be as meaningful as possible, I think. Okay, so with that half of your life, you're going to need to answer 2 questions. One is, why are you here? And the second one is, why are you here? Now, I'm going to explain, okay? First one, why are you here and not somewhere else? Right? You could be doing anything. You could be anywhere. You could be in 1,000 different companies, but you're not. You're not in any of those companies. You're in this one. Why are you here and not somewhere else? Well, it's because you're not a victim and you're not a slave and you're not an idiot. You made a deal, and every decision you've ever made in your entire life has led you here to this role at this time, and that's an amazing thing. You should be proud of that. Empower yourself. And now that you're here, you're not a victim, you're not a slave. You can leave if you want. If you ever find a better way forward for you and for your family, you can choose that. And you're not an idiot. So this is the best, fastest, most effective way for you to reach your personal goals for your personal life. Because if there was a better way, you'd be doing that. But you're not doing that, you're doing this. So empower yourself. And that's why you're here and not somewhere else. But why are you here and not someone else? Have you thought of that? There's 10,000 people out there with your CV, right? We're not all that special, okay? Somebody else could be doing this, but nobody else is doing this. You're doing this. In our organizations, when we recruit, there's a piece that we're we're missing, that we need to pay attention to. When we advertise for a job, we get 500 applicants from LinkedIn, we push them through the ATS, we get 50 finalists, we narrow those down to the 10 most qualified people, and what do we do with them? We talk to them. But the key is that we don't talk to people that aren't already qualified for the job. So we don't hire qualified people. Everyone we talk to is qualified. We're not looking for a qualified person. If all we wanted was a qualified person, we could take a random CV from the deck, send them an offer letter, and hope for the best. But we never do that, do we? No, we talk to them. Why? Because we're looking for a kind of qualified person. And when you talk to somebody in an organization, they get a feel for who you are. They hear your values, your personality, and your character, and that is the key. That is why you're here and not someone else. It's not your CV that got you the job. It was your character. That's why it's you. Do you see your job maybe a little bit differently now? It's half of your life, and it's you. And this is your best way forward to reach your personal goals. When your employees in your organizations understand why they are here and why they are here, they connect deeply, passionately with their reasons for working. They live healthier, happier, longer lives, and we, as organizations, make more money. That's the reality of it. That's the truth. That is Business is Personal. That's the core of my new book. And I'm so honored to be able to speak about meaning at work with you alongside the guy who speaks about meaning in life. There's nobody better in life to learn from about a meaningful life than Marshall Goldsmith, one of my mentors. And I'm so proud to be honored. I'm so proud to be launching my book alongside him, who's launching his book also today. He is the best executive coach in the world, you guys. He is. He's the only person that's twice been #1 on the Thinkers 50 list, and he's the inaugural winner of the Lifetime Award at the Harvard Institute of Coaching. I don't want to take up any more of the time. I just want to introduce my friend Marshall Goldsmith. Please come on up. Come on. Did you get your mic clicked on?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Not quite.
No?
Smile, camera.
Oh, camera.